Now, what do you think, Theo? There's a lot, like in Australia anyway, there's a lot of Italian varieties now that have probably been being grown for quite some time, but you're starting to see those
on the market.
Varieties coming onto the market.
Spanish ones, I think Tempranillo and
yes, and Sangiovese and those kind of
ones. Well, I think it comes back to, if the industry is, say, 100 years there, but seriously perhaps only 40 years in industry, then there's also young winemakers then went out to make bush wine, Grenache, great still wines, and Shiraz as well, which before they ended up in some bulk port production.
Yes.
So I think also it just simply takes time that somebody will plant these, call them odd varieties, and see how they do, how they suit the climate, the terroir, the situation they're in. And there's no doubt there could be other varieties come out of the, which we haven't heard about it, which might have a quite strong place in the market in 5 years, 10 years, 20 years time. I mean, similar to Sauvignon Blanc, it was only Montana, or now Brancott or Pernod Ricard, planted in 72, 74 Marlborough, and Sauvignon Blanc was only a side show, really, or less than a side show. I believe this was 50 acres of Riesling, 50 Chardonnay, 50 Sauvignon and Gewürz in the Brancott Valley. And the main bulk was to make bulk wine for cask wine production for simple, cheap wines. Nobody then would have thought that it would turn the industry, which now exports something like 70-75% of total exports is Sauvignon Blanc. In 72, 74, nobody would have dreamt about it. So that's only 40 years, is it?
Yes.
30 odd.
Yes.
So, no, you never know. There could be, like I planted, I have a little vineyard myself too with my wife, we planted some Albarino. Not that it will take the world on fire, but I quite like it. It's something different. It's you know, and it's fun doing it. If it doesn't work out, it's no big loss. We can blend it away or replant it or top graft it, and at least, but we gave it a go. So other people do the same thing, and it's nice that not everybody does the same thing. We all have different individuals, and we do different styles and different varieties and so on.
Yes. Yeah. Now you mentioned Gewürz. Do you make a Gewürz?
Yes, we do make a Gewürz, and it falls in the same category of, as I always say, one glass, perfect, great. Perhaps a second one. If you might have Asian food, you might drink a whole bottle, but not every day of the week. So it becomes a once in a while wine, but it's nice to have it as something different. And in the same basket, to my liking, I put Albarino or Viognier or Pinot Grigio. Things like that.
Yes.
Some people might stone me for it, say, well, we can drink Pinot Grigio every day. And the Italians, I suppose, they do that too, but Riesling comes in the same, perhaps. They're nice to have, but you wouldn't, they become more occasional wines every second month or so.
Yes, we have noticed an increase in the interest in Gris and Grigio in Australia. They have in the last couple of years really kind of taken off in popularity.
They have, yes. Then again, nothing stays the same. It's like it becomes like a fashion tool, perhaps a bit, and people's taste will change. And it's, I don't know. It's again, the world. Often the world dictates. Then, if you export your wine, if they say, "Oh, it's all right," but it's not as good as those from where perhaps they come from originally, then you perhaps should stay clear of it. But it's always good as Pinot Blanc. There's all sorts of varieties coming out, and it's fun. That's the nice part in the industry.
Yes.